All right. Look, we back. This is a little quick. I'm gonna get through this quick. I know the last time that thing was going, I had it going a little fast, and that was only for one fight. But I'm gonna do it a little different this time. I'm gonna just break down this whole event. I'm gonna go through it real quick. Maybe I'm not gonna lie. Some of these fighters I haven't paid attention to on this card, but all the ones that I do and I have a like actual input on, I'll give my input. And other than that, make it short and simple for today. You know what I'm saying? I might drop maybe a more in depth. I'm probably lying right now, but we're gonna see, man. This is just a little quick breakdown, and I guess I'll throw in some predictions here for this UFC 308. Um, we just gonna get right into this right here. Chris Barnett hopped in on a short notice fight right here against Kennedy. Um, I'm not gonna lie. If this was like a full training camp, I probably would take Barnett. I'll be more comfortable with taking Barnett and going like, yeah, 100% he's gonna win this fight. I just think, you know, I just think maybe Kennedy's like ready for this, or I just the more prepared, and Barnett like to have fun in there, and Kennedy he does a lot of things by the book, and that could get him in trouble in some cases because he doesn't really ever, I feel like he doesn't ever really take too many chances in there. But hey, if he gets the job done, it gets the job done. I have Kennedy winning off of points. Like I'm just gonna take him winning off of points. I think he's gonna win maybe by decision. What would I personally like to see? I would like to see Barnett get the finish. He's always exciting. He's always exciting to watch. You know what I'm saying? But I do think Kennedy takes that by decision, play by points. He's gonna use his jab. He's gonna be doing everything by the book. We know Chris Barnett likes to go wild, and I mean the height difference obviously is insane. It's a oh y'all can't see it, but Kennedy's 6'5", Barnett's 5'9". Like you know what I'm saying. So I do think Kennedy will take it by points. Moving on. This fight, I haven't seen this Magomedov do fight. I have seen the Bruno Ferreira. This gonna be a good fight. I think this will be a good fight. Like I'm saying, I don't have too much input on this. I haven't seen the other dude fight, but I have seen Ferreira fight, and I'm gonna take Ferreira on this. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna take Bruno on this one. They have him an underdog. Dang, I don't know. I'm still trusting what I see. You know what I'm saying? I'm taking Ferreira. I could be wrong. I mean, this dude look like I don't know if he's Dagestanian or not, but them Dagestanians be doing it different. Um, or these is another two. I don't know. I'm not even gonna say nothing. I'm excited to see them fight for the first time. No, I haven't seen these guys fight, but I have seen Jeff Neal and RDA fight quite a bit. Obviously, RDA is a veteran. Is My thing is with the RDA is how long can you really stick around and be at that top level and actually still kind of oppose a threat? His last fight was I'm trying to remember his last fight. Not gonna lie, obviously it says last fight was a loss. I don't remember his last fight, but I just know just based off of history of everyone who's been in UFC for a long time, and once you start getting up there in age and you have wars in your career, Jeff Neal is a sniper. You know what I'm saying? He picks his shots. He hits hard. Um, I'm gonna take Neal on this. I don't think he finishes RDA. You know what I'm saying? I think he could outlast, you know, just whatever RDA does have to offer. Jeff Neal has fought the bigger guys in his career. I feel like throughout his career, he's fought the bigger guys. So, RDA is a legend, though, no doubt about it. I know he said he wants a super fight, and he still wants to fight for the belt. I don't know if that's gonna, this is a welterweight fight. So I mean, I don't know. I don't I don't really see a world, at least in today's world, where RDA actually does make it back up there. But hey, he can shock me. I got Jeff Neal winning this. I'll say probably by decision. I don't think he gets the finish, but I wouldn't be surprised if he did. Uh, okay. Obviously, this is gonna be a good fight. Like I said, not too much to say about these guys. I don't know anything about these guys. I'm just looking at the There's a lot of good records on this card. There's a lot of undefeated fighters and a lot of fighters with either one or two losses on this card. I'm excited. Hey, look, I'm gonna learn something. I'm gonna learn something about a lot of these guys. All right, so I can talk about this fight. I can talk about this fight. Obviously, I'm gonna go with Shara. The pirate. I think he's just better all around. Um, I haven't seen much from the other dude. Not gonna lie, but just from based off what I know and what I've seen from Shara. I mean, I think there's some people who's a little upset with they're not seeing like Shara like what they feel like to his full potential, at least in his last, couple. But I don't know what more else do you expect. When people step up in competition, UFC is the best competition in the world when it comes to MMA. So I don't know, but I got Shara winning this. I just winning it however it happens. I don't know. Yeah, I think he's gonna win regardless if it goes a decision, submission, knockout. He's gonna win. All right, Lemon Murphy, Dan Ige. Everyone knows about the Dan Ige, the Dan Ige story. Stepped in on whatever 4 hours notice. Crazy. That made him a legend for that. I think Leron, he has. I feel like he has more of the motivation. He's gonna gain more from a win from this, and he's good. He's sharp. You know what I mean? He's smart. He fights smart, and I just think he gets more from this, and I think this fight will probably, Ige's game. He always has been, but he's just. I got Leron. I think Leron's just gonna take it. I don't think he finishes Dan though. I don't, but I say he wins by decision. All right, Ankalaev and Rockets. Is this a fight that makes people go like, yes, yes? No, it's not. I mean, we all seen their recent performances. I mean, Rockets. I mean, he showed heart. He showed you know what I mean. He showed heart in his last performance. Rockets is good all around, but obviously so is Ankalaev. I think their wrestling might cancel each other out though. I think we could see a little bit of a stand up fight here. I think we're gonna see Ankalaev open up a little bit more on the feet than he did in previous fights because I think the grappling will maybe cancel each other out. Rockets is pretty good grappling. Not gonna lie, it's pretty good. Um, I think we'll see Ankalaev open up a little bit more on the feet, and I feel like he knows he needs to really impress to get the title shot. And I think the Kamaya needs to really open up. I think he could finish Rockets. So I mean, I'm gonna go Ankalaev by finish. Maybe he hurts him and submits him, but I think he could get it finished off with punches. You know what I mean? I think he knows the importance of this fight, and you can't go out there and wrestle your way to decision unless it's super dominant. You know what I mean? Because there's already talks of Alex fighting Jones if Jones beats Stipe, and I mean Alex just fought Khalil instead of Ankalaev. I mean he really needs a statement win, like a big one, and I think he'll be able to really stand on the feet in this one. And I think Rackets wrestling will force Ankalaev to have to stand up, and I think Ankalaev can win off of on the feet. So I mean, that's what I expect. This fight, I'm not gonna lie, this fight I'll say it's probably the most exciting for me. Probably the most excited for this fight. Obviously all the questions people have for Hamza is, but he get tired. He gets tired. Good fight against Kamaru. You know, it was looking like his fight, and then he started to fade. Um, Obviously, everyone. I think what messed up for Hamza is everyone expected him to be this world beater because how he came in and how dominant he was, and people just expecting him just to do that to everyone. That's it's not the case. You're fighting the best people in the world. And he's dealt with whatever injury, sickness, illness, whatever. He's dealt with all that. The problem with this one is you can't make those sort of mistakes in this fight. You can't, and it's a 5 round fight too. So this is gonna be a tough one for Hamza. I'm not gonna lie. This is obviously the biggest step up in competition he's fought. This is the best complete fighter I think he's fought. I think Whitaker's probably the better fighter than all the people he's fought than Hamza's fought. Um, then on Whitaker's side, I mean, he doesn't do much wrong. He's obviously very technical. He hits hard still. He's shown that. He has great defense. You know, what I mean, on the feet and on the ground. I think for both of these guys, they haven't fought someone like each other yet. Like they really haven't fought someone like. I don't think Whitaker's actually fought someone who is going to like literally push the pace on you and be on you, and no matter what is gonna happen. Hamza hasn't fought anyone to this degree of Whitaker. Whitaker is somewhat like a gatekeeper. You know, I like to look at it like that. I mean, he beats everyone who who's really not. He beats all the guys who want the champs. You know what I mean? All the guys who are coming up and they want that shot at the belt. He kind of stops them from getting that. Obviously, other than Drake, no one else has really been able to do that since he's been up at middleweight. So, it's a tough one. It's a tough one. Obviously, off of skill. What's the odds for this actually? What have they got? That's crazy. I'm surprised. All right, so they have Hamzat the favorite in this. I do see a way Hamzat can win if I think he could just overwhelm him. It would have to happen early though. Obviously, the answers, the questions, just going off base what we've seen and what I know about what we've seen about both of these guys. Hamza gets tired. You can't get tired against someone like Whitaker, especially in 5 rounds. So if Hamza wins this fight, I think it's early. You know what I mean? If he could pull off a submission, you know what I'm saying? If he could hurt Rob, I think, Rob's been in wars. He's been in wars. He's getting older. Obviously, this is how this works. Hamza seems like he is ready and hungry for this fight. He does seem like that. So, I can see a way he can get it done early. I'm gonna go with Hamza early. I'm gonna go to maybe within the first. That's crazy to think, low key. It's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy. Like finishing Whitaker that early. I'm gonna go with it. I have a feeling. I'm gonna go within the first 3 rounds. I think he get the finish because I genuinely don't see him winning a 5 round in the full 5. If it goes a distance, I don't see Hamza winning unless he. It's this is all gonna depend on if Whitaker can get back up on the feet. If Hamza can hold him down and have his way with him, sounds crazy, but yeah, I'm just gonna take Hamza. I'm not gonna go too much deeper into that. It's a good fight though. I'm really excited for that fight. All right, the one everyone wants, the one everyone's waiting for. I'm waiting for this one too. Hype for this. Let me look at these odds. I'm interested. Yeah, that one. Those odds don't really surprise me either. I think Ilya is the more complete MMA fighter. Obviously, Max is a legend. He does what he does. Volume puncher, big volume puncher. The one thing I have with this fight is I wrote down notes too for this one a little bit, just a couple so I don't forget. Yeah. Yeah. Holloway doesn't. I feel like his. I feel like where he should be right now, and he kind of talked about when he was doing his interview with DC. He does a little sit down with DC. Um, I feel like he feels like he could be entering his like somewhat like physical prime. Like in MMA, guys normally hit their prime like 31, 32. I think he said he just turned like 32 or something. Um, but I think that doesn't really translate well once you're on that weight cut again. He obviously looked the best he's looked in years when he fought Gaethje at 300, and now is at lightweight. I think he should stay at lightweight. I think that's like his best chance. I mean, obviously, you come in and have a weight advantage, size advantage when you're going up against featherweight, but to take this weight cut after not having a fight where you didn't have to really cut that much weight, and then you're going in here fighting a guy like Ilya, who obviously hits hard, very technical, sets up every knockout he's had. Like he doesn't just throw and pray. Like super technical, and good all around fighter. He can take you down if he needs to, defend takedowns, does everything. Obviously people bring up the head kick thing. That is a possibility too, him being the shorter guy. Max does throw kicks. um it I'm And we have seen him drop before. We haven't really seen Max in serious trouble, like, but I personally think, if I'm gonna go with my prediction, just get it out of the way real quick before I keep yapping this shit. I do think Ilya is going to get the finish. And the reason why I think it's just Max should just be at lightweight right now. I think he should just focus on lightweight. He looked great, obviously at lightweight. Looked more full, looked more alive. This obviously the weight cut, the press conference. He looked like he was just done with all the talking. He clearly looked like he was sick of it. Obviously, the weight cut will play a part in that. Like if you cutting weight, you don't want to do nothing. You don't want to talk to nobody. Like you want to get everything done with. You want to get the weight cut done with. You're depleting your body. You're going in there. You're in another country across the world, different time zones, sleep schedules, this and that. Ilya's been out in uh, Abu Dhabi for a minute. I don't know how long, but he's been out there for like a few weeks, I think, already. So he's more acclimated to the time. And this Ilya is just this. I think this is his weight division now. I don't really see anyone, at least right now, who can beat him at the weight division. But I mean, if there is a guy, it's Max. But I think the weight cut and everything is gonna play a big factor in this fight. Um, I could be wrong though. Obviously, this can go one or two ways. He's gonna win or he's gonna win. But I think Ilya gets it done by finish. I do. I think he gets it done. He can get it done at any round. I'm not gonna lie. He's a guy who he carries his power through the whole fight because he sets up everything. He sets up he throws with real intention. I know Max has this crazy iron jaw that is it's unbreakable. It's no one's been able to really crack him. And he fights super smart, super technical, and I could somewhat I it's still kind of hard for me to see a way he can even skate away with the victory in the by decision. I don't think you're gonna be able to point fight a guy like Ilya. He has good head movement. His stand up is his boxing might be better than Max's. You know what I mean? Max is just he throws those volume punches, those pitter patter punches. You know what I'm saying? So I think his power. I just think he's better at 155 now. So you know, but yeah, that's really it. That's really it. That's all I got before I continue to yap. I might post another video going deeper into this. Maybe not. We'll see how this one goes. But go ahead and drop what you think in the comments. If you disagree, if you agree, whatever. This is a crazy. It's gonna be back to back to back to back to back crazy fight, like crazy events like after this event, because we got Jones and Miocic coming up. We got Jan and Davison. I'm excited for that one. I think that's the China card. We got a lot of fights coming up. I'm gonna drop little breakdowns, everything, predictions for all those too. But yeah, that's pretty much it, man. That's pretty much it. That's what I got. That's what I got. Simple, straight, simple. I'm not editing. I'm trying to keep this as short and quick as possible. But I yap. It's what it is, man. It's what it is. But yeah, all right. Yeah, I'm excited for these fights, man. Thank you if you stuck around. You listened to the whole thing. I appreciate it. Leave a like. Comment if you want. You can subscribe too. You know, yeah. So, thank you, bro. Thank you. Good looking out.